Shri means Lakshmi, right, Swamiji?
Good. Shri means Lakshmi. Kruti means?
Is it? I'm not sure, Swamiji.
Kruti means a poetic work. Poetic work or some noble act done by Mahalakshmi. And what is the noble act done by Mahalakshmi? The noblest act done by Mahalakshmi is to uplift every soul. Uplift every soul to attain moksha.
Yes,
uplift every soul. Mahalakshmi is most merciful. Emma, 1 second, Emma. Shall I get you some more? The merciful thing Mahalakshmi has done to the whole world is either she herself will give Sharanagati or she will make sure that her husband, Sriman Narayana, will give Sharanagati. So Sri Kruti, or it can also mean Sri Kruti, a poetry in praise of Mahalakshmi. Tell me, Sri Kruti, what is the poetry or what is the famous prayer for Mahalakshmi?
Sri Stuti, Swamiji.
Good, Sri Stuti. You know Sri Stuti?
I have to learn it, Swamiji. I wasn't there for the class.
Why not? Okay, as Vaishnavas, the first thing they learn is Sri Stuti. Because the first thing they say, Matru Devo Bhava. Are you listening? Matru Devo Bhava means whether you worship Krishna or not, every morning you wake up, you touch the feet of your mother and you get your mother's blessings. Hey, are you listening?
Yes,
whether
Swamiji.
God or not, every morning, every morning, whether you pray to God or not, when you wake up, touch your mother's feet and say,
Okay.
bless me, Mom. So in the same way, we also pray for the physical body, your physical mother and father. For the spiritual body, Mahalakshmi is the mother and Sriman Narayana is the father. So Sri Stuti, everybody should learn first Sri Stuti. Then the next one, we need some knowledge to live in this world. The next thing that they chant every day in the morning is a Hayagreeva-Stotra. So Sri Stuti is the first one everybody should learn. And number 2 is Hayagreeva-Stotram. That way you are offering your prayers to your divine father Narayana, who has incarnated as Hayagreeva. And Hayagreeva is the God in charge of giving us knowledge. Okay. So every Vaishnava kid should learn at least 2 things by default. One is Sri Stuti, next one is Hayagreeva-Stotram.
Okay.
And you can ask Padma teacher, and Padma teacher can help you. Sri Stuti.
I think Padmamani taught it, but I had school, so I wasn't able to come, Swamiji.
So you want to chant a couple of verses at least, Sri Kruti?
Okay, Swamiji.
Sriman Venkatanadharya Kavitarkika Kesari.
Oh, Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhattam Sadahrithi.
Manatita Pradavavam Mangalam Mangalanam Vakshapethe Madhvijeno Bhushayantim Swakancha.
Pratyakshanushavika Mahima Prarthinina Prajanam Shreyo Murtim Shriyam Sharanastvam Sharanyam Prapadyet.
Radha, you also know Sri Stuti, Ma?
No, Swamiji.
You know Hayagreeva-Stotram?
Yes, Swamiji.
So you went to Hayagreeva-Stotram and Sri Kruti went to Sri Stuti, right? Both are good, but you should learn both of them. So okay. At least how many verses you know Sri Kruti and Sri Stuti?
I'm actually not sure, Swamiji. I can just chant it.
All right. Radha, you also chant a couple of verses. Jnananandamayam devam nirmal spatika akrutim.
Adhanam sarva vidyanam hayagreevam upasmahe.
Very good, Amma.
taught that one sloka to both of them.
At least one shloka. That's not enough for you. Try to teach them.
Yeah.
Now, going back to Supriya, your daughter is there. Supriya.
Swamiji? Yes, Swamiji.
Go ahead, Manasvi. Have any questions?
No, Swamiji.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yes, Swamiji, I'm better.
Very good.
Swamiji, can you tell us Hayagreeva avatar story?
Okay. The first thing all parents are doing is they are spoiling their kids. If the kids are not good, the fault is not with the kids, the fault is with the parents. Because the parents pamper the kids so much. The minute the kid is there doing something good, I love you, I'll get you a nice iPhone, I'll get you an iPad, I'll get you computer, like that. The more you give them the gifts, the more the children will get spoiled. If a child knows the value of an iPhone or an iPad or a laptop, let them ask you 100 times. Make sure that they are really serious about it. And put a condition also. If you misuse the iPhone, iPad or cell phone or the computer, I'm going to take it back. That's how you should, because they are children. They are very, very tempted to make mistakes. It is the parents who should take care of the kids. Why I am giving all this introduction? Sriman Narayana also did the same thing. Unless and until the child is asking for something 10 times at least, don't give them anything. Let the child know the value of it. Let the child keep asking 10 times. Then you give it, they'll keep it safe. But you just buy everything and give them even without their asking, they don't know the value of it. Either they will lose it, or they will misplace it, or they will spoil it. Same thing happened. Sriman Narayana, he is a son, he is Brahma. Brahma did not ask for anything. Without even Brahma's asking, Sriman Narayana gave him the Vedas. And Brahma did not realize the greatness of the Vedas. He did not take care of them properly. He got Vedic knowledge, but he did not take care of that Vedic knowledge. So what happened? There were two demons, Madhu and Kaitava. Madhu and Kaitava. They were looking at the four-faced Brahma, who is the creator. And Madhu and Kaitava were wondering, where from this Brahma is getting all the power to do all this creation? Finally, they realized it is the Vedas that are there with Brahma that is responsible for his superiority and for his ability to create all these universes. But Brahma did not realize the greatness of the Vedas. He did not take proper care of them. He was careless about the Vedas. So what did they do? These two demons, Madhu and Kaitava, one day they just took away the Vedas from Brahma. And when Vedas are gone, Brahma became almost powerless. He could not do even the creation. It is only with the greatness of the Vedas he could do what he is doing, his job of creating the universes. But when Vedas are lost, he could not even do his job. Then Madhu and Kaitava, with the help of the Vedas, became terrible, terrible Rakshasas. Devatas, having the knowledge of the Vedas, will do positive things. But bad fellows, demons, Rakshasas, Madhu and Kaitava, when they have the Vedas, they started ruining the universes. That is when Brahma realized his inability even to do his job as a creator, because he lost the Vedas to two demons. So Brahma went and begged Lord Sriman Narayana to restore the Vedas for him. That is when Bhagavan Sri Hari Narayana became a horse-headed form. Hayagreeva. Haya means horse. Greeva means neck. From the neck and above, he is like a horse. From neck and above, he is like a horse. But the remaining body is like a human body. Hayagreeva. Greeva means neck. Haya means a horse. And after that, Bhagavan Hayagreeva had a very big fight. And finally Hayagreeva killed Madhu. So that is why Sriman Narayana has got this new name, Madhusudana. Madhusudana. Madhusudana means one who killed the demon by name Madhu. And Bhagavan also killed the other demon, Kaitabha. That is the reason why Sriman Narayana has another name as the one who killed Kaitabha. That is how Vedavyasa describes that Hayagreeva incarnation was to restore the Vedas after killing the demons, Madhu and Kaitabha, and giving them back to Brahma. Now, Brahma realized the greatness of the Vedas only when he lost them. Now that he got the Vedas back, this time Brahma is very, very careful. And he personally took care of the Vedas and he could continue the creation. Same thing. If any one of you want to have Vedic knowledge, you should approach a teacher, sit with the teacher, and learn personally the Vedas. Then you will have all the benefit of the Vedas and the Vedic knowledge. All right, go ahead, my next question. He wants what? Okay. Go ahead, Amma. What is the next question, Amma? Next question, Amma. Hello. Manasvi, Srikruti, Radha. Bhagavan killed the demon Madhu. He is called Madhusudana. Madhusudana. Sudana means one who killed. Madhu, the demon Madhu. Madhusudana, Bhagavan Narayana who killed the demon Madhu. Kaitabha is another demon. So since Bhagavan Sriman Narayana killed Kaitabha, they gave the title to him, Kaitabhari. Kaitabha is the Rakshasa. Ari means the enemy. One who became the enemy of Kaitabha and he killed him. Go ahead, next question.
Swamiji, can I ask another question? So all these Vedas, Upanishads and all these Itihasas, why is it like not available in abundance and to everyone? I mean, it easily, right? You have to make an effort to get there. Why is it like everybody studies maths, everybody studies science? Why not everybody does? Why is everybody not studying all this?
Yeah. Now, who said they are not available? They are available. We are not paying attention. That is the only reason. They are available to everyone. We are not paying attention because our priorities are different. Our priorities are different. Our priorities are how to make a living in this world.
There are restrictions, right? They say these people cannot learn
One
Vedas.
second, Amma. If you look at it, there is a medical college, there is an engineering college, there is a college for pharmacy, there is a college for fine arts, there is a college for general science, etc. Those who are interested in the medical school, they will focus only on the entry qualification for the medical school, and they get admitted to the medical school. Of course, after that, they have got their own procedures to be followed, and they pass the exams and they become medical doctors. But those who wanted to pursue engineering, they went to engineering college. In the same way, we people in the modern days, in the present days, are more interested in materialistic education because materialistic education will give us a job, will get us some money. So that is why come in.
Shopping for
Anyway.
they want to go to shopping. So we'll
1 second, Amma. 1 second. They are available for everyone. But we are interested in different subjects. We went to different courses. Somebody is interested in fine arts. They are learning only music, dance, drama. Somebody is interested in spiritual life. They learn that. Somebody is interested in material life. They learn that. So they are available. Our priorities are different. So we took different courses. Somebody who wanted to become a pharmacist, he took the pharmacy courses. Somebody who wanted to have medical background, they took the medical courses. Somebody wanted to be an engineer, they took engineering courses. Same thing here. Those people who want to have spiritual knowledge, they always went to the spiritual methods of learning. So you can learn, Amma. They are available for everyone.
It was also secretive and a lot of things were restricted and all, no, Swamiji? So I'm wondering why did that happen?
They are restricted because people who don't have the entry qualification, even if they join, they will misuse that knowledge. They will misuse that knowledge. So only to avoid the misuse, they kept some conditions and restrictions. Nobody is forbidden. But then comes the one. Can everybody learn everything? Yes, subject to some restrictions. Can everybody become a doctor? Yes, you can, provided you pass that MCAT. Can everybody become an engineer? Yes, you can become an engineer, provided you follow those subjects. You study them, you by heart them, you get good grades in the exam. That is one important thing we should all be aware of. You are interested in something, you will learn that subject. You are not interested in something, you will not learn that subject. That's simple. Even now, you people are interested in learning, so you're asking these questions. Not everybody is interested. Their interest is music. They go to music classes. Somebody's interest is in tennis. They go to tennis classes. Somebody is interested in math, they go to math classes. And those people who are interested in spiritual matters, they learn Vedas, they attend the Upanishads, they learn the Puranas, they attend Itihasas. That's how this world goes on. Then if you say, oh, how come Vedas are not taught to everyone? Because they didn't have the pre-qualification. How come everybody is not getting admission to a medical school? Because they did not qualify in the entrance exam. If you qualify in the entrance exam, definitely you will be getting a wonderful opportunity to go to a medical school. Same thing here also. Is that clear, Mala? Mala, is that clear? Yeah, go ahead.
Swamiji, what is the meaning of the Hayagreeva-Stotram? Like, what does it focus on? Like, what does it talk about?
Okay, you want me to send you the meaning or you want me to explain right now? How do you want it?
Can you please explain, Swamiji?
I didn't understand. What is it, Sikriti?
Can you please explain it, Swamiji?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do Hayagreeva-Stotram now. And I'll explain. Meanwhile, can all of you open Hayagreeva-Stotram? And the kids will chant. There are some 25 or so verses. If there are three
Swamiji,
kids...
I have a question meanwhile.
Go ahead.
Why do we take Harati in the temple?
Why do you do Harati in a temple?
Yeah, why do we take the Harati?
First of all, doing the Harati in a temple is because these days we have electric lamps all over the world. Electric lamps, including in temples. Electric lamps, including the Garbhagriha. Good. In the good olden days, there were no electric lamps. Even in the modern days, Orthodox temples, they will not keep electric lights inside the Garbhagriha. They will be having only the lamps glowing with some oil or ghee. So, to enjoy the beauty of Bhagavan, the priest will light up either one lamp or 3 or 5 lamps and do the Harati so that people can enjoy the beauty of the Lord or the beauty of Mahalakshmi. Now, one way of doing is to do the Arati to enjoy the beauty of Bhagavan. Second thing is, while looking at Bhagavan, sometimes our own evil eye will be cast on Bhagavan. So there is a different kind of a Harati that is done to remove the evil effects of our own looking at Bhagavan. And when you do the second Harati, they will they will just take the camphor or the wick and then take it out and then throw it on the ground. But these days it has become a practice for all of us. When the priest does the Arati, he brings out the plate. We will try to warm up our hands or our palms and touch our eyes or forehead or something like that. So people use the Harati, feeling that if they take the flame, if they touch the flame, or if they show their palms to the flame, and then either press their hands on their eyes or on the forehead, they feel they are blessed. But actually the Harati is done to remove any evil eye cast by anyone who is in the temple. Is that clear?
Yes, Swamiji, it's clear.
Okay, Mama. Can the kids open Hayagreeva-Stotram?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay. Who will join first? Who will start to chant first?
I can start, Swamiji.
Very good, ma'am.
I didn't.
Give me 1 second. वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी
Vedantacharya me sannidhatam sada hridhi.
So the meaning of this verse is, may we offer our humble prostrations at the holy feet of Sri Vedanta Deshika, who is very famous all over the world as Kavi Tarkika Simham. Kavi, among all the learned poets, he is like a lion. Tarkika, among all the people who know the law, who can literally learn the law and interpret it. That's called Tarka Shastra, logic. And for poetry and for logic, Vedanta Deshika is like a lion. Lion means the king. And he's also called as Vedanta Acharya. And may we always keep the greatness of Vedanta Deshika in our hearts and respect him as the great Acharya. That is the meaning of the first verse about the author, namely Vedanta Deshika. Now, coming back to the actual prayers of Vedanta, the Hayagreeva. Okay. Jnananandamayam devam nirmalaspatikakrutim
Adharam sarva vidyanam hayagreevam pasmahe.
Please repeat them. Jnananandamayam devam nirmalaspatikakrutim
Adharam sarva vidyanam hayagreevam pasmahe.
So this verse means, may we meditate upon the great Bhagavan Sri Hayagreeva, one with the neck or the head of a horse. And this Hayagreeva is the embodiment of all knowledge, jnana. Anandam, bliss. Anandam is bliss. Jnana Anandamayam Devam. Narayana is the embodiment of knowledge. And bliss. Both Jnana and Ananda should be there. Nirmala Spatika Kurtim. And Bhagavan Hayagreeva has the form of pure white. Pure white means without any flaws, without any deficiencies, without any negative characteristics. Without any negative qualities. Adhara Sarva Vijnana. He is the substratum for all the different branches of learning. Substratum means a support. So he is the support for all the Sarva Vidyas of every type of education. Hayagreevam Pasmahe. May we meditate on this Mahatma, none other than Sriman Narayana, as Hayagreeva. Jnana Anandamayam Devam Nirmala Spatikakrutim Adharam Sarvavijnana. He is the source of all education. Then it says, Swatas Yadham Shuddhas Patikamani Bhubhrat Pratibhatanam Sudhana Sadhri Chebhyat Jidvidavdata Tatthuvanam Anantai Stayantai Anuvishita Hela Halahalam Hata Hata Sesha Vajjam Hayavadana Medi Mahima. In this verse, Mahatma Vedanteshka says, may we all glorify that Supreme Lord Hayagreeva. Hayagreeva, one with the face of a horse. One with the face of a horse. Swatasyaddham shuddhaspatike mani bhuprat pratibhatam sudha sadri chibhidjivadati bhuvanam anantai stayantai hesha halahalam hatat hata sesha vajjam hayamidra meri mahimaha. So here he says, may we glorify that Supreme Lord in the form of Hayavadana, one with the face of a horse, who is the Swayambhu, self-manifested, and he is of the complexion which belittles even the most flawless crystal mountain. Sudha Sadri Chibhi Jirvidavadata Tribhuvanam. He illuminates all the worlds with his nectarian like radiance, the effulgence. And not only illuminating all the three worlds, and he just makes some sounds. The noises made by a horse are called neighing. His neighing sounds are the essence of all the Upanishads. And he alone can wipe out all the difficulties of all his surrendered devotees. So Swata Siddha Shuddha Spatikapane Prubhrat Pratibhatam Sudha Sadhri Chebhir Jivaravadata Tribhuvanam Anantai Trayantai Anuvihita Hesha Halahalam Hata Sesha Vajjam Hayavadana Meri Maha. Swatasiddham Shuddhas Patikamane Bhuprat Pratipradam Sudha Sadhri Chibhir Jivaravadata Tribhuvanam Anantai Trayantai Anuvihita Hela Halahalam Hata Sesha Vajjam Hayavadana Meri Mahimaha. Nobody created Hayagreeva. He is ever existing. He is Swayambhu, self-manifested. Hayagreeva is pure white in color. Like that's why they say crystal clear, with no flaws at all. And Bhagavan Hayagreeva illuminates all the worlds, all the three worlds. Three worlds means upper worlds, lower worlds, and the middle Bhulokam. So don't take it literally, there are only three worlds. Now, Bhagavan Hayagreeva whose complexion is glittering even the flawless crystal mountains, is illuminating all the three worlds. The illumination is so pleasant, not scorching like the hot sun. And his neighing sounds are the essence of all the Upanishads. And of course, we can worship him as he is glorified in all the Upanishads, because he wipes out all the difficulties. Going to the next verse. Samahara samnam pratipadam ucham dhamayusham laya prachuhanam lahari vidatihe bodhaladhehe kadhanadapyak kshabhyata kathakakula kolahalham haratantadbhantam hayavadana hesha halahalaha samahara samnam pratipadamucham dhamayusham laya prachuhanam lahari vidati bodhaladhehe kadhanadapakshubhyat kathakakula kolahalabhavam haratantadbhantam hayavadana heshi mahimanaha. Sorry, hayavadana hesha halahalaha. Here, another aspect of Hayagreeva is brought about. Those peculiar sounds, the neighing sounds of Hayagreeva, is the ensemble of all Samaveda chantings. Samaveda, which is glorified even in the Vedas as Bhagavan Krishna's Amsha, Kala. And Hayavadana's neighing sounds are the repository of all the Yajurveda mantras. And these Yajurveda mantras can wipe out all our difficulties. And he is like a stream of waves in the ocean of knowledge. He can wipe out any kind of obstacles. It is not easy to acquire knowledge. And may all those neighing sounds of Bhagavan Hayavadana wipe out all the darkness, our ignorance. And this ignorance is created by the very, very hollow arguments. So, this darkness created by the hollow arguments of all the glory-seeking and the arrogant academic theoreticians. Most of the people are academic theoreticians. They don't practice what they preach. They don't practice what they preach. Our ignorance is created by the unfortunate arguments may we go for the right source of knowledge. In a very humble way. It's a very humble way of learning the Vedic knowledge. There is no point in our becoming academic scholars. Even if you can practice a little bit of spiritual life, that will help us. Now going to the next verse. Prachi sanjya kachidantarnishaya prajnadishvehe anjana shirapurva. Vaktri vedam bhatme vajivaktra Vagi shaksha vasudeva samurtihi. May this wonderful form of the Lord with a horse head, it is a form of Lord Vasudeva, Paravasudeva. So he is also called Vagisha. Vak means to talk, speech. Isha means the king. Now, this horse-faced form of Lord Vasudeva as Vagisha, Lord of all speech, and this is like a dawn of our inner darkness. Within our heart we have so much of darkness, so much of negativity. So Bhagavan, like an illuminating lamp, will wipe away all the darkness. And the darkness of ours, the darkness can be wiped out the minute there is sunrise. Sunrise time is called Sandhya Kalam. Sandhya Kalam means the dawn. The minute sun appears, darkness has to disappear. And Bhagavan is like the cool collyrium to the eyes of wisdom, and who taught the finer aspects of the Vedas. May Bhagavan Hayagreeva, who taught the finer aspects of the Vedas to the four-faced Brahma, manifest to us. Means we want to have a glimpse of the Lord. That's how Swami Vedanteshka appeals to Bhagavan. Hayagreeva. Go ahead, Amma. We did a few verses, we'll continue. Meanwhile, if you have some questions again, go ahead. Hello, go ahead, Amma.
Narayana Swami, can we ladies can chant Veda, but we can learn about Vedas, right?
Definitely, Amma. Anybody can learn about the meaning of Vedas.
So, if we learn Brahma Sutras, is almost equal to Vedas, Swamiji, or it is?
Brahma Sutra is the essence of all the Vedas, Amma.
So, we can learn from Brahma Sutras.
Yes, Amma.
Thank you.
But the question is, one has to be serious about Vedic knowledge, that's all. If you are serious about Vedic knowledge, you can learn everything.
Means we have to follow some acharam or something.
It is very simple, Amma. If suppose you become a medical doctor, Don't you think that you practice, you go, you practice, you go, you practice your medicine based on the medical ethics? Same thing here also.
Yes.
But the Sri Bhashyam is the essence of the Brahma Sutras, Swamiji. Comment on this Brahma Sutras.
Sri Bhashyam is the commentary of Bhagavad Ramanuja. On the original Sanskrit called Brahma Sutras. Go ahead, Amma. स्वतः सिद्धं शुद्ध स्फटिक मणिभूभृत प्रतिपटं सुधा सद्धि चेभ्य चित्रदात त्रिभुवनम् अनन्तै त्रय्यन्तै अनुभूत हेलाः हेषाहलहलम् हता शेषा वज्रं हैवदनमेदी महिमः. The supremacy of Hayagreva is beyond our imagination. Even the supremacy of Bhagavan in any form is beyond our imagination. Bhagavan has a purpose for everything. And if you worship Bhagavan Hayagreva, you will have both Jnanam and Anandam. Not just mere academic knowledge. Anandam, the real pleasure of having learned and practicing that Vedic knowledge. Because he is the one, Bhagavan Hayagreva, who can illuminate all the worlds with his nectarian-like radiance. Go ahead, man. So if you people want to learn either the Vedas or the Upanishads or the Brahma Sutras, etc., unfortunately we are all far away, telebridge, etc. But the ideal way, if not the meaning, is to sit person to person, face to face and learn. That is a very, very appropriate way.
Swamiji, why did Vishnu necessarily choose a horse form for knowledge and Vedas, like to represent wisdom?
Bhagavan is called Sarva Swatantra. Generally, we the human beings don't like some of the animals because we feel some of the animals are dirty. One such example is a pig. Pig is also called boar. If you look at Varaha Avatar, Bhagavan took the form of a pig. If you look at Narasimha, Bhagavan took the form of a man and a lion. If you look at the incarnation of Vamana, he became a very, very small, young child. So Bhagavan can take any form. And go ahead,
Swamiji, can we do like a Zoom video call, like you are saying, person in face to face?
I don't know how far it will be helpful, Amma.
Okay, we can ask the question, and we can all come into Zoom. Like some people are doing that, Swamiji. Can we do that also?
I know some people are doing it, Amma, but suppose you are interested. You arrange for a week. I'll come there. I'll stay with you people. I will teach you at least how to read. Even if there are 2 people to learn, I'll be more than happy to come and help you, Amma.
Sure, Swamiji.
At least to learn how to chant the sutras, the formulas. Meaning afterwards we can have in the classes. But the very first one, Let's do it in a proper way. So it's up to you. If you can choose, we'll definitely do it. Go ahead, Amma. Kids, you are supposed to ask questions, Amma. Shailija, questions, Amma. Radha. There is Kirtana also. Kirtana, questions, Amma. Anandamayam Devam.
Gnanaanamayam Devam. Anandamayam
Devam.
Anandamayam Devam.
Nirmala Spatikakrutim.
Nirmala Spatikakrutim.
Adharam Sarvavidyanam.
Adharam Sarvavidyanam.
Hayagreevam Upasmahe.
Hayagreevam Upasmahe.
Repeat. Majnanaanandamayam Devam.
Gnanaanandamayam Devam.
Nirmala Spatikakrutim.
Nirmala Spatikakrutim.
Adharam Sarvavidyanam.
Adharam Sarvavidyanam.
Hayagreevam Upasmahe.
Hayagreevam Upasmahe.
Swatasiddham.
Swatasiddham.
Shuddha Spatikamani.
Shuddha Spatikamani.
Bhubhrat Pratibhatam.
Bhubhrut Pratibhatam.
Sudha Sadri Chibhihi.
Sudha Sadri Chibhi.
Yutibhihi Avadata Tribhuvanam.
Shutibihi Avadhara Tribhuvanam.
Anantaihi Tvayantaihi.
Anantaihi Tvayantaihi.
Anuvihita Hesha Halahalam.
Anuvihita Hesha Halahalam.
Hata.
Hata.
Hata Seshavadyam.
Hata Sesha Vadyam.
Hayavadanam Idi Mehaha.
Hayavadanamidi Mahimaha.
Samahara Samnam.
Samahara Samnam.
Pratipada Rucham.
Pratipada Rucham.
Dhama Yajusham.
Dhama Yajusham.
Laya Pratyuhanam.
Laya Pratyuhanam.
Lahari Vitatihi.
Lahari Vitatihi.
Bodha Jaladhehe.
Bodha Jaladhehe.
Kadha Darpak Shubhyat.
Katha Darpak Shubhyat.
Kadhaka Kula.
Kathaka Kula.
Hela Hala Bhavam.
Hela Halabhavam.
Haratvantaha.
Haratvantaha.
Dvantam.
Dvantam.
Hayavadana.
Hayavadana.
Hesha Halahalaha.
Hesha Halahalaha.
Prachi Sandhya.
Prachi Sandhya.
Kachidantarnishayah.
Kachidantarnishayah.
Prajna Dushtvehe.
Prajna Drishtvehe.
Anjanashrihi Apuryah.
Anjanashrihi Apuryah.
Vaktri Vedan.
Vaktri Vedan.
Bhatume Vajivaktra.
Bhatume Vajivaktra.
Vagi Shakya.
Vagi Shakya.
Vasudevasya Murtihi.
Vasudevasya Murtihi.
Now, Prachi Sandhya Kachidantar Nishaya Prajna Drishtve Ranjana Srila Purva Shamita Vidya Shamita Veda Bhatume Vajivaktra Vagi Shaksha Vasudevasya Murtihi. So if you look at this, Samahara Samnam, this horse-faced Bhagavan Hayagreva, actually he is Paravasudeva. As Vagesha, Vak Isha, Vak means speech, Isha means the Supreme Lord. So this horse faces Lord Vasudeva, he manifested as Vagisha. Vagisha means Vak Isha Vagisha, Lord of all speech. Now this Supreme Lord, who is also known as Vagisha, he is like the dawn for our inner darkness, ignorance, avidya. When the sunlight comes, the darkness is gone. So whenever Hayagreva is pleased with us, our papa karma will be going away. It is easy for us to say, it is dark, but we will not go to the root cause analysis. Due to what? The inner darkness. We don't analyze why this inner darkness is coming. If you analyze, then it is easy to get rid of it. And the easiest way to get rid of it is to surrender to Hayagreva. Once the darkness is gone, then the Jivatma will be there, craving for that Paramatma. It is all because of ignorance, the darkness, the Tamoguna. We are not able to follow Bhagavan. Once the darkness is gone, as soon as the sunlight appears, then everything can be very clearly seen. And how to remove this darkness? You can make it in different ways. Another way is the black collyrium, which is made from the ash of a lighted lamp of ghee. So, the collyrium to the eyes of wisdom. When the sunlight appears, ignorance goes. When the ignorance goes, the wisdom is manifested. And it is Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana, who taught the secrets of the Vedas to the four-faced Brahma. So that's how Mahatma Vedanta Mishra glorifies Hayagreeva in the first four verses. Go ahead, Amma. Any other questions you have? We'll continue tomorrow also, Amma. At least that way you can learn some of you. Go ahead. No questions, Amma? Amma, thank you for joining, Narayana.
Narayana.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Amma.
Dhanyasmi Swamiji. Narayana.
Narayana, Amma. Thank you, Ma.
Narayana.
Narayana.